Hello, my name is Tony Myatt. I'm proud to be head of the Department of Music and Media at the University of Surrey. The 2021 academic year marks the 50th anniversary of music and sound recording degree programmes at Surrey. This is an extraordinary achievement and one which we're hoping to celebrate with a few jamborees, events, alumni activities, concerts and lectures. Then COVID-19 came into our lives. As a result, we've been forced to postpone many of our planned celebration events to a future date. But we couldn't let the year pass without marking this special occasion. As a result of the pandemic restrictions, we're now planning to host a series of online events, broadcasts, and this is our first. Thousands of students have graduated from music and Tonmeister over the past 50 years. Our alumni have made extraordinary and impressive contributions in all walks of life, from musicologists, conductors, composers, musical directors and performers, to educators, managers, writers, designers of hardware and software, music producers, filmmakers, and in many other spheres. The staff are incredibly proud of the achievements of our graduates and of our current students. And we're always thrilled to see Oscars and Emmys and BAFTAs and Grammys and all the other international awards which recognise the fabulous achievements of our graduates and their global impact. The department has now expanded from its music base to include programmes and research in the visual domain. And I thank our student colleagues in these areas for enabling these broadcasts that will celebrate our 50th anniversary, along with our Tonmeister sound engineers. Today's concert is being broadcast from Pat's Studio 1 and the TV studio. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first performer, Ben Uden, performing Sugarloaf Mountain by Gary Ryan.
When I joined the staff of the music department as senior lecturer in recording techniques in 1984, I really didn't have much inkling of what I'd let myself in for. Luckily, there was a widespread pioneering spirit among the staff and students. It's what kept us sane. The only studio then was in a converted boiler room underneath the university hall. When anything was going on in the hall, especially dance department classes, the noise was clearly audible in the studio. Luckily, this was often drowned out by the sound of flushing coming from the ladies' toilets, which were just the other side of the studio wall. The studio was used for most of the days for lectures and musical rehearsals, so it was necessary to negotiate piles of chairs, overhead projectors, remember them, and whiteboards to get in or out. Just to help getting a rock band in or out, there was also a steep flight of wooden stairs to negotiate immediately inside the studio door. This area, the hall undercroft, also housed the music practice rooms. In the evening, these could be used by students by borrowing a key from the university security office. Unfortunately, there was only one key. So if you were the second or third or fourth student of the night, you rang the doorbell. Unfortunately, this only rang in the studio control room, so many recording sessions were continuously interrupted by answering the door. Satisfying though the pioneering spirit was, I'm pleased to say that all this changed when we built and moved into the Pats building. Having 2 and later 3 well-equipped and properly designed studios was a great relief, especially to the Tonmeisters. I'm now pleased to introduce a band that brings together students from our department's music courses, Bradley Aaron.
I'm not one to break promises. I don't wanna hurt you, but I need to breathe. At the end of it all, you're still my best friend. But there's something inside that I need to release, yeah. Which way is right? Which way is wrong? How do I say that I need to move on? You know we're heading separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing I can really say. I can lie no more. I can lie no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way. Whoa. You've given me more than I can return, but there's so much that you deserve. Nothing to say, nothing to do. I've nothing to give. I must leave without you. You know we're heading separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. Oh, there's nothing I can really say. I can lie no more. I can lie no more. Got to be true to myself. I'll be on my way. Oh, so I'll be on my way. Yeah.
I'm Francis Romanze. I spent a surprisingly large part of my life with the Tonmeister programme at Surrey, first as a student from 79 to 83, and then on the staff from 1986 to 2009. When I first started, it was really the only degree course that properly integrated music and science under one roof. There was the chance to get your hands dirty and make recordings, which was the main attraction for me. There were fewer than 8 of us. We had one studio and an 8-track analogue tape recorder, which seemed like luxury in those days. Later, I worked to increase the number of professional training placements as the course mushroomed in size. We had to broaden the scope to include other facets of audio engineering. Not everyone, it turned out, was going to end up working in a recording studio. Even later, it became important to build an international research profile, and we had to figure out what that might look like in Tonmeisterly terms. I suppose I was fortunate to ride the dual waves of the digital audio revolution and then the development of advanced spatial audio systems. These, coupled with psychoacoustics, were the basis of a burgeoning postgraduate research community from around the mid-90s to the present day. Enough from me though. I'm handing over the stage now to Annabel Sheridan, who will be playing John Svendsen's Romanze in G major, opus 26, accompanied by Maureen Galea.
Hello, I'm Pauline Johnson and I'm truly delighted to be part of today's celebrations. I ran the department's performances and the Guildford International Music Festival, and I devised and led the 4-year music degree programme until I took early retirement 7 years ago. My original job at the uni was in admin, and I honestly thought I'd only stay 6 months, but I actually left nearly 30 years later, having segued from admin into lecturing. Why did I stay so long? What kept me? Well, I liked the university and Guildford, and I was working with committed, creative colleagues, but what really kept me were the students. Quite simply, it was great fun to be around hardworking, creative, talented young people. And together we put on some amazing events, from large-scale concerts with specially devised lighting schemes at Guildford Cathedral to much smaller, intimate concerts in the Pat Studio. There's been some wonderful world-famous names in the Pat Studio, and every one of them was impressed and praised the professionalism of the student concert management and recording teams. Artists such as Nicola Benedetti, who's actually been in the studio on several occasions. She's in the painting behind me with a student page turner now immortalised in oil, and she's now a BBC producer. I think it's fantastic that film and video is now part of the suite of degrees on offer. Staff in the department know the skills and attributes that the music industries need and have incorporated them into the fabric of all the degree programmes. The performance today is a joyful example of the integrated approach that the department takes and makes it unique in its education and training of performers, musicologists, technologists, recording and visual engineers, and I absolutely loved being part of it. It's now time for today's final performance. Enjoy again Bradley Aaron, who are playing Mirror by Madison Ryan Ward.
You took my heart and gave it a home. You made it through the aching parts, and I gave you my soul. Though we tried to kill the pain and heal these scars, and now love has had its say, yeah, and we're moving apart. Now we're out of time, we gotta find peace of mind and understand that maybe we never can. Keep me in your mirror and don't take your eyes off the road. Holding on won't get us any nearer, 'cause we got a long way to go. Sometimes it's hard to see that some things just won't be. Now we both know that we act so unaware. Yeah. It just goes to show that our love isn't fair. Tomorrow's never It's the only thing that carries me. Now we're out of time. We gotta find peace of mind and understand that maybe we never can. Oh, keep me in your mirror. Whoa, and don't take your eyes off the road. Holding on won't get us any nearer, 'cause we got a long way to go. Sometimes it's hard to see that some things just won't be.
Thank you for joining us for the start of our celebrations of 50 years of music and Tonmeister at Surrey. We had, of course, planned a big reunion to kick things off, but, well, certain things got in the way of that. So this is the start of many celebrations for this year, and we hope we'll still be able to hold a big reunion later in the year, or maybe a reunion for the 51st or 52nd anniversary, perhaps. It would be great to get as many students and graduates together as we can for that. We always want to hear what our graduates have gone on to do, not just those that have won trophies and medals, but everyone who is out there working in music and audio, and between you achieving all sorts of amazing things. And let's be honest, in the current times, we need all the arts and all the entertainment we can to get to lift our spirits and inspire us. So I'd like to finish off by thanking everyone that's contributed today. The performers for showing off some of the best of Surrey's music, and everyone who's worked tirelessly, or perhaps tiredly, behind the scenes to make all of this happen. Please keep your eyes peeled for the next event, and I hope to see you there.